It looks like we finally know why Cardi seems to be going off on Offset every 5 seconds. Not only was this man cheating on her, but there are new allegations that he was reportedly having threesomes with Quavo, of all people. Girl, say what now? There were rumors a couple of months ago that Offset allegedly cheated on Cardi with Saweetie, but it looks like Quavo might also have been in the action at that time. So does this mean that Cardi is finally going to leave Offset over this? Or will she go into defense mode and take him back again? Let's break down this tea. Okay, we need to break down the drama currently going on in Cardi B and Offset's marriage, because at this point, it's low-key getting ridiculous. We were still trying to deal with the drama of Offset getting a woman named Pre pregnant, and the next thing we knew, there were rumors that Offset allegedly had three-way intercourse with Saweetie and Quavo. We low-key had our suspicions when this video leaked of Pre getting her freak on with Quavo. You know, the same Pre that messed about with Offset and got pregnant by him. Messing around with two cousins is weird enough, but it gets even worse because allegedly they were both messing around with Saweetie at the same time while she was dating Quavo. If this is true, it would be one of the most wildest things that I have heard in a long time. Now, I know that the thought of Offset and Quavo getting their freak on with the same woman at the same time is creepy because they're cousins, but it turns out that they are not actually related by blood. The only reason they claim to be cousins is that they're childhood friends and are very close with each other. Last year, Offset confirmed in an interview that Quavo and Takeoff are not related to him by blood. According to the interviewer, he was classmates with Quavo, the third member of Migos, and began hanging out with him and Takeoff when Offset was in the 6th grade. While Quavo was Takeoff's uncle, the two were just 3 years apart in age, and although Offset is often referred to as Quavo's cousin, they are actually not biologically related. But even if they aren't cousins, they still grew up together and are like brothers, so the thought of them getting into it at the same time is still weird, especially since they allegedly got freaky with Saweetie, who was in a serious relationship with Quavo at the time. This kind of explains why Offset and Quavo had that massive falling out with each other that led to the Migos breaking up in 2022, just before Takeoff unfortunately passed away. At first, we all assumed that the reason for the beef was money, because y'all know that money can break even the tightest bonds. But Quavo made it more than clear on numerous occasions that it wasn't about money or issues with their label, quality control, like Offset tried to claim. But even at that, they refused to speak on the real reasons for the drama, which isn't surprising because announcing that you had a three-way intercourse with your cousin isn't exactly the type of thing you blab about unless you're trying to get dragged and clowned by the internet. For some reason, Quavo tried to play it like the drama was him and Takeoff versus Offset, when in reality it was him versus Offset. Everyone knows that Takeoff was the one in the group who always minded his business and wasn't on some BS like Quavo and Offset usually were. The real drama was between Offset and Quavo, and Takeoff was just caught in the middle. Think about it, after they fell out, Offset and Cardi unfollowed Quavo on social media, and Quavo returned the favor and unfollowed them right back. However, Takeoff still followed Offset and Cardi, which tells us that he had no beef with them. In some interviews that Quavo and Takeoff did before Takeoff passed, it was clear as day that Takeoff wasn't involved in the drama and just happened to be caught in the middle. This is what Quavo said about his beef with Offset.
So we just stand on loyalty, you know what I mean? We stand on real deal loyalty. And, you know, sometimes that ain't displayed. And this ain't got nothing to do with no label, no paperwork, no QC, no nothing. This got something to do with the three brothers, and that is what it is. Right now, we gonna be the duo till time tell.
In comparison, this is what Takeoff had to say about the situation.
But, you know, we always family now. Ain't nothing gonna change.
While Takeoff didn't throw Quavo under the bus, he subtly made it clear that he wasn't a part of the situation and had no personal beef with Offset. A couple of weeks after this, a blogger revealed that the real reason for the feud was that Quavo found out that Offset and Saweetie had allegedly been getting nasty behind his back and without his permission. Blogger Sleaze Mirage was the first to spill the tea about Offset's alleged affair with Saweetie when he and Cardi got into an argument. Mirage dropped the bombshell about Offset and Saweetie, saying, "Offset slept with Saweetie. Do you really want to discuss husbands?" Cardi clapped back and denied the rumor, saying, "No, baby, you lying. You making crazy lies, starting stuff, and putting female rappers in it with no receipts." No blogger spoke on this. But fans didn't believe her, especially because it was only a few weeks after this that Offset revealed that he was going solo and leaving the Migos. To be fair, he tried to sell us the story about how he was leaving because of disagreements with the label, But we didn't buy this excuse for 1 minute, and the streets were saying that he was kicked out of the group because of his alleged issue with Saweetie. Quavo also hinted at this when he threw shade at the situation in his song with Takeoff titled Messy, where he said, "BF my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. You wanted the gang? You should have said, we would have blessed it." And just so we knew for a fact that he was talking about Saweetie, he also recreated their infamous elevator fight. But wait, the drama doesn't end there. There were some unconfirmed reports that Cardi tried to get her lick back at Saweetie by trying to get Saweetie blackballed by coming for Saweetie's bag. Even though there's no factual evidence for this, something kinda sus happened around the time. See, not long after the rumors of Saweetie and Offset went around, Saweetie was supposed to jump on the remix of Glorilla's song F&F with other female rappers like Lotto and JT. Saweetie had even recorded her verse, and plans were underway for the music video when Saweetie was suddenly dropped from the song without an explanation. The next thing we knew, it was announced that Cardi B was hopping on Glorilla's other song, Tomorrow 2, and she didn't charge Glorilla for the feature. Fans put two and two together and realized that Cardi B could have been the one who got Saweetie dropped out of spite. Cardi also threw shade on Twitter, accusing Offset and Quavo of sleeping around, saying, "They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that." If you think that's messy, well, it's about to get messier because fans are now convinced that Quavo and Offset allegedly had three-way intercourse with Saweetie. Now, these claims are unverified, but wannabe internet FBI agents are putting two and two together and breaking down some supposed evidence, and it's a lot. Remember Quavo's line in the song Messy where he said, "BF my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. You wanted the gang, you should have said, we would have blessed it." We thought the line was alluding to Saweetie cheating on Offset, but now fans are wondering what he meant by Saweetie wanting the gang and how they would have blessed it. And they are convinced that Quavo could have been alluding to his three-way with Saweetie and Offset and how they used to get it in together. However, rumor has it that Offset allegedly continued his shenanigans with Saweetie after she broke up with Quavo, and that's why the Migos broke up. Now, I gotta let you know that there is no evidence for this, so it could be all fake news, but it is an interesting angle to consider. And if you think that Cardi is going to leave Offset over this, well, you probably don't know Cardi very well because she just told us to mind our beeswax and keep our noses out of her business. Fans commented, "Cardi B is never leaving Offset. He could literally do what he wants." If you remember the type of man Cardi was dating when she was on Love and Hip Hop, then you know she is never leaving Offset no matter what, so just let it rest. Men like that will never stop cheating because they know you're not leaving. And Offset's still cheating and Cardi still ain't leaving, crazy as a bedbug. Child, this is one wild mess, but I want to know how you all feel about this drama. Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.